Welcome to the Talking the Line podcast, presented to you by Talking the Line Sports Media, giving you our best insights and analysis so you can rake in some cold hard cash on your next sports bet. Now sit on back, open up your mind, and let's cash some tickets. We can't thank you enough for joining us. We hope you enjoy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, degenerates and gamblers, far and wide. Welcome in to episode number 228 of the Talking the Line podcast on this absolutely beautiful Monday of bets. Hey, I hope you had an absolutely terrific weekend filled with nothing but trips to the pay window and nothing but good vibes, good energy around people that you know and love very dearly. I certainly did so myself, and can't wait to tell you guys a little bit about that. Had an absolutely electric weekend, and we also have an electric show on tap for you here today. But before we get into that aforementioned electric show, please take a few moments to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the TTL Pod on. Hey, if you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell over there as well so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping from the crew. Or if you are watching on one of our social media platforms, make sure you hit that like button, that follow button there too so you never miss any of our additional social media content. Or if you are listening to the show on your favorite podcast directory, make sure you hit that subscribe button there too. If you haven't already, as we do release the audio of every episode after each live show is complete. Next item up on the docket. Hey, if you could be so kind to do so while you're watching today's show, you can find it in your heart there. Hit that other like button. Leave us a comment. Leave us a rating. Jump on over yonder in the live chat if you are watching live. We love to connect with you guys here live on the show. We'll put your comment even live on the show as well. How about them apples? How many shows do that? Not many. You will find it right here at the TTL Pod. But also, if you could, maybe hit that share button too. Send it on over to your brothers, sisters, Mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, friends, enemies, neighbors, people who live on the opposite side of the damn globe as you, but you would refer to as a good old-fashioned ticket cash and degenerate, because that's what we are here at the TTL Pod, and we can't thank you enough. When you do all of those things, it only helps us make TTL Sports Media bigger and better for each and every one of you. Last, certainly not least, head on over to this episode's description down there, where you will find the Talking the Line link tree. Within that link tree, you'll locate the TTL Cruise social media platforms, all of our additional content, and the talkingtheline.com website, so you can consume all of that jazz in one convenient location, however and whenever you please. Ladies and gentlemen and beautiful gambling people, joining us for episode number 228, I am your humbled, honored, hyped, and always handicapping host, Colt and Colt Sroka, and I'm glad I got through those formalities without stumbling along too much. You know, after the weekend, sometimes I forget everything I gotta say there, but it's all part of the deal, you know. Without saying that, we aren't able to keep bringing you this show every single day, so got to check those off the list every time. But without further ado, my friends, it's time to get wild. It's time to get crazy. It's time to get into today's episode of the TTL Pod. Please, I hope you have both of your legs firmly in your rabbit hole diving shorts today, because it's about to get wild and weird all at the same time. Without further ado, let's bring in the man who joins me on every episode of this show. He sits to my left over yonder, your right, wherever you may be seeing it, in a box. You know him, though, as the man, the myth, the degenerate gambling legend, and my friends, you can never forget the TTL Cruise resident Southsider and Cheesehead faithful, joining us on the Cup of Joe on Campus podcast from parts unknown, now back at HQ. Home base seems to be okay, but slightly still recovering. My friends, get on your feet, put your hands together for the legendary Mr. Riley RMags Magnuson. Partner, how you doing over there today, pal?
My man, I am doing absolutely fantastic over here on this fine Monday morning. I said I'm a little sounding better, I think, than I was on Saturday, but I'll say what I said on Saturday. I promise I feel a lot better than I look and sound once again. So, hey, solid weekend. Got myself well rested last night, ready to hit the ground running this week, my man. I don't know about you, but I had a solid weekend. How about yourself over there?
I had a pretty solid weekend, man. Still wheel spinning the old college basketball world, about 50% over the weekend. Last week wasn't great, so I'm hoping to get back into some good vibes, good energy on that end of the world for sure. UFC was solid, though. Cashed some good plus money parlays, so got plenty of those in the window. Didn't get either one of the parlays of the pay window, though. Old Jim Miller knocking out our guy Matzo, or I can't remember how to pronounce his doggone name. But hey, hashtag DBAB still lives on, the one that I told you to take straight. Old Mr. Paula, Gloria, however you say her first name, it's all a one and one. De Paula, she cast the tickets for us. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Outside of that, man, not too shabby. How's your Monday off to here? Is things kicking off good this week?
Oh, not too bad, dude. I mean, yeah, I wasn't able to watch too much of the UFC Saturday night, but a little 3-0 sweep on my first installment of the old PGA Tour blog over here, dude. 3-0 sweep, 3 top 20s, man. I am, hey, we'll have it out tomorrow night for, we haven't finalized it. We said maybe a little subscribers only Tuesday night, and then everybody else can get it Wednesday afternoon. But I'm feeling good about that, man. I got to see what we got coming up this week, but I'm ready to rock again, dude.
Hey, are you a golf sharp? What's up? What's going on? Because you cashed all 3 for me. I rode all 3 with you, my friend. I said it on Friday, or I said it on, I don't know when it was, Thursday show maybe. Hey, if you guys missed it, they already teed off. You got to tune in next week. 3-0 for Mags, up about 2.5 units on the weekend. Damn solid. Got me some more money in the bankroll to have some extra fun this beautiful Monday of bets. So thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Hey, appreciate you and your picks, dude. You cashing me tickets. I got to show some love. What the hell else is going on out there? Well, I guess while we're on UFC, I was gonna save this for later, but I think this is actually I'm gonna save a little something for later. UFC. I got a little something UFC later. Let me write myself a little note so I don't forget. I don't know how I could possibly forget this. You'll understand why I'm saying that when you see it later, but. Absolutely electric card. We'll break it down more in the second half of the show. A lot of nonsense happening in the world of college basketball. We'll talk about second half of the show. NBA on a break until Thursday, so you won't hear about any of that. No major late breaking news or anything like that either. So they'll be back Thursday. And then just a couple other like some collegiate news. Collegiate players deserve some shout outs. They've been balling out over the weekend. So I love me some college players. So we'll shout a couple of people out that deserve it.
Nothing crazy going on in the Big Ten basketball at all.
No. Nothing going on. Nothing at all going on in Big Ten or any teams we know or anything about it all for sure. Or any fans of this show know anything about it all at either. Nothing going on in the Big Ten. But we'll talk about plenty of that, plenty of nonsense on the second half of the show. But we'll quickly get through the first half of the show. Only got 5 best bets coming at you guys today. I got 3 from the college basketball hardwood. So does Mags. He's got 2, though, so 5 in total. Doing 1 total and 1 spread, right, pal?
Yes, sir. Both Big Ten action.
Cool. I got 1 Big Ten, breaking a rule, going 1 ACC, and going to total in Conference USA. So stick around, find out what those 3 are. But, yeah, I'm breaking a couple of rules. Mid-Major King is taking off the crown the Mid-Major King crown is staying on. But I'm diving into some Power 5s, shit I don't usually do. So right. I'm not reinventing the wheel. Just veering off the path just a little bit. Sure. That's it. Nothing major. But we're still going to be cashing tickets. 3-0 sweep, 2-0 sweep, 5-0 sweep. And then maybe we'll make it a 6-0 sweep. With you saw the title down there. It's just another Madness Monday. It's just another Madness Monday. Dude, we haven't got this crazy in a long time.
I am very excited.
6-leg parlay special play paying out over 54-1 odds. I'm telling you. Oh, baby. Yeah. Boys, girls, stick around. We don't discriminate around here. We all love to cash tickets, regardless of sex, religion, race, color, anything. You can be blue, purple, orange, green, yellow. As long as you come around here and cash tickets with us, we don't give a damn. But Monday Madness Parlay paying out plus 5,478 odds the last time I checked. Stick around. Third segment of the day. We'll get that locked in. Recap everything. Get in the Moneyline Dice roll of the day. They got a college basketball play on tap. New Mexico State against Seattle. I wanted to get involved in this one, but the dice are going to help me stay away with my own nonsense. Coming off of a hot week, pal. If I do say so myself, quick reminder what exactly happened
Friday, if I'm being totally honest with you.
Chicago Moneyline and the under 5.5.
I believe it's split. I think they lost 1-0 if I'm not wrong.
Lost 1-0. Okay. I'll buy into what you're saying because I think that was right either way. 8-1.
Yep.
Oh, nice. 8-1.
Damn, shootout. I didn't realize that. But hey, we said Marc-Andre Fleury standing on his head and
Flower.
A couple goals in there. But anyways, yeah.
8-1 on the week for the Moneyline Dice. You do with that information as you wish. I mean, thank you so much, Dice. I know that an 8-9, an 89% week is pretty damn good, but we'll see if they can follow it up or if it's fade station for the Dice. Who knows? Who's to say? I'm going to stay on them until they're hot. But stick around. Fourth segment of the day, Moneyline Dice, and then we'll get into the second half of the show. And we'll see what rabbit holes we dive into from there. Parter, anything else you're into the screen before we get into the bulk of the first half here, guy?
I don't think so. I don't think we see any late-breaking news here. Yeah, XFL making some waves, trying to have some new partnerships, apparently. I'm not sure if we'll have anything to talk about there or not, but
sure.
Would love a little springtime football coming up, dude, to pave the way until, or shore up the space there until we get both NFL and MLB for freaking. Okay.
Yes, sir. Hey. Yes, sir. Oh, I mentioned it. I was about to mention this because my friends. Lift your mugs up high. Because to me, to you, and all you beautiful people sipping the black elixir of the gods, you might see a new cup here. How to Train Your Humming.
Okay.
Shout out Mama Bear. Brought me a new cup. I said I had some positive, great energy and vibes to spent this weekend with somebody that I love and is very dear to my heart, and I hope you guys did too. Shout out Mama Bear. Appreciate the hell out of you. Great weekend as always. New coffee cup too out of the whole fucking deal? Hey, are you kidding me?
I love it.
Let's go. I'll take my sip. Dude, I'll be right back.
Can't hate at new mugs, dude.
Whoa! That tastes about 2 times better.
I bet it does.
Whoa! Oh, goodness
new
sakes.
mug
All
taste good?
Hey, I'm going to have to keep that close while you do your thing. But for now, My friends, do one of these numbers. Do one of these numbers. Update everything on the screen. It sure looks good. If you are watching live, if you're listening, hey, tune into YouTube. Come over to this side and start seeing all the good production value we got over here instead of just listening. But hey, if you're busy, if you're riding the vehicular device, I understand. Make sure you're listening. Don't watch the doggone show. But if you're not, hey, jump over to YouTube or one of our social media platforms outside of that. You know the drill. First segment, OTD. It's time for RMags Best Bets of the Day. I already told you he's got 2 coming at you. My friends, turn your volume way up, not too high if you are currently at your place of work. Little NSFW from time to time. But my friends, or my friend rather, let him rip, let him have it. And as always, you have the floor.
I appreciate you, my man. I mean, my voice is a little raspy, so they might need to pump it up just a couple notches. It's still
7.
One more day recovery.
7 and 7 and a quarter.
Yeah, for sure. So I mentioned 2 Big Ten
Jinx,
plays
you owe me
coming
a soda.
today. Yeah. I guess I'll ship it to you, dude. FedEx first class.
For sure.
First little can.
For sure.
Penn State and Maryland is where I'm going for the first one today, partner. I am going to the under in this one. I'm going 128.5. I've got a couple angles on this one that I like. Let's go back to what I said on Friday, though. I had Maryland and Nebraska over in that game. In large part because a lot of these games that Maryland plays, they play to the tempo of their opponent. And in this case, on that case, Nebraska had the 10th fastest tempo in the country. It was like a 91-76 Maryland win and cover to the over in that one. This time around, we've got a much better Penn State team who has the 351st tempo in the country. So the complete opposite of what we saw on Friday night. Mix that with something that's been fantastic the last few games, especially Penn State's defense has risen to top 40 ADE, adjusted defensive efficiency in the country right now, my man.
Hey, now.
And I'm sure we've talked about it, as you know. So last couple of games for them, held Minnesota under 46. Minnesota actually bounced back. Saturday, surprising enough, trapped me in the butt. Michigan State held them to 58. So last 2 wins and covers and 2 straight unders because this defense has been elevated right now. And they are on the road in this game as opposed to those last 2 games, but only a 5-point difference in points per game allowed home and away. So nothing crazy where some of these teams have a 10, 15, 20-point difference in that scenario. And meanwhile, I really think Maryland is just flat out going to play that. They're more than willing to accept that slow type of tempo. We've seen it all season long, and I think that's really what we see here tonight, especially with arguably the slowest paced team in the entire conference here. So a few trends, and then I'll close it out. Penn State under 6-1 last 7 following an ATS win. 9-3 last 12 on Monday, 11-5 last 16 following a straight-up win. So when their defense is rolling, they're winning games, and these games are also going under. As for Maryland, 8-2 last 10 to the under as the home favorite, 15-5 last 20 as a favorite in general. And between these two teams, last year's games, both games went under by 9 and 37 points. I see it a very, very similar, score final as this one. This one is a little bit lower than those last 2 games, kind of reflect that. I don't see either team cracking 60, going over 65 in this game, partner. So 65-60 max is kind of what I see in this game. And we get a nice, clean, easy Big Ten under to the window to start us off, dude. Under to 128.5. I think 127 is probably my threshold for this one. I don't know whether we see that go like that, but give me the 128.5 for sure, my man.
Monday. I like where your head's at, my friend. Maybe I have a play out of this game, too, a little later on, second segment of the day. Who knows? Who's to say? Maybe I got some Monday trends as well. Who knows? Who's to say? What I do know is that you got one more play. Hey, look at that. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it, as per usual. I'm good at this old thing over here on the old microphone. If you could be so kind. Your second best bet of the day. Good, sir.
All right, dude, going to a home favorite in this one. Bigger matchup as far as, March, implications, bubble teams are concerned as far as one of these teams. I believe one of these teams doesn't have to do too much, but they are both coming off a couple of straight-up losses, or at least one of them is coming off straight-up loss. Other team coming off 4 straight losses. I'm talking about Indiana, Ohio State. And I'm actually laying the points with a favorite here, Ohio State Buckeyes. I'm going -7, and I know that seems like a lot of points, but I don't think it's a tough spot for them. I think they win this one by double digits. A few reasons I've got this one. Indiana, 114th AOE offense right now, 17th in defense, ADE, but this is one as compared to what I just talked about with Penn State. They're allowing 70 points per game allowed on the road compared to 60 at home. So we've got a 10-point difference here for Indiana when they travel. And that 17th ADE just doesn't show up the same way when they're on the road. Flip the script, it's almost the complete opposite for Ohio State, where they're 9 right now, AOE. Their offense is quietly one of the best in the country, and their defense on the flip side, 91 ADE. But for them, 63 points per game allowed at home compared to 70 on the road. That number is inflated because of what they do on the road. If we were talking about Indiana, I think Indiana wins this game potentially outright with their atmosphere and how they play defensively and offensively at home. But here in Ohio State, I do not think that's going to be the case because the Buckeyes have been fantastic after a bounce-back spot, which they are in one bounce-back spot here, coming up one straight-up loss to Iowa on Saturday, which obviously is a very different style of basketball than this Indiana team, secondly. So a few more trends on this one. Indiana, on the flip side, not the same bounce-back team. They are 1-4 last 5 following a straight-up loss. Obviously, that's a lot of this stretch right now, but they are struggling offensively. 3-12-1 last 16 on the road, partner. They have been one of the worst road teams in the Big Ten, arguably the worst road team in the Big Ten. 1-11 last 12 as a dog, as an underdog. A lot of those spots are on the road as well, but 1-11 last 12 as a dog. When they're in this spot, they are not undervalued at all. They are in a rough spot, more than not. Ohio State this year, 5-2. This is all this season. 5-2 this year as a 5 to 9.5 point dog. So when you get them over 5 and still in that single digits, they've been fantastic. 5-0 last 5 on Monday. 5-1 last 6 following a straight up loss. And 7-2 last 9 following a double digit home loss. So even when they suffer a rough loss, a 13-point loss this past Saturday at home against Iowa, even when it's a rough loss, that almost brings more of a fire to them. So that's kind of why that pushes me over the edge for an even bigger win here today. And between these two teams, to close it all out, the home team is 5-0 ATS the last 5 meetings between Indiana and Ohio State. So I absolutely love the Buckeyes. I am seeing some movement down to 6, partner, but that 7 to 6 point movement doesn't really scare me because those aren't really those key numbers that you see. If it moves down to 5.5, 5, maybe I would be concerned if I'm being totally honest with you. But right there at 6, I am seeing quite a bit of money being put down on Indiana right now. So it doesn't really concern me too much. I think you should still scoop it up at 6. But I caught it at 7, and I'll rock with it right there. Second best bet of the day, Ohio State -7, my friend.
Hey, you're a poet and you didn't even know it either, too. How about them apples? More Monday trends, more good trends, more, what the hell are the Indiana Hoosiers doing right now, especially as a road puppy dog? 1-11 against the number last 12 is something I can't get behind, my friend. So I like what you're saying. It's a little bit too chalky for me to lay. You know me and my long numbers, so I'll leave it to you. But I think you're on the right side, my man, and I won't mush it for you because that would be breaking my rules. So there you go. There you have it. RMags second best bet of the day. Ohio State -7. Okay with -6.5 as well. Anticipate it maybe going back up to -7 in addition to that thought. Outside of that, good friend, anything else you got for your best bets of the day?
No, sir. Take it away from me, my friend.
Okie dokie artichoke. I would be delighted to. It's time for the second segment of the day. Your boys' best bets of the day. Now, hold on one second. I got to flip you guys over here on my other monitor. Be cool. Okay, everything's straight. All right.
I ain't going anywhere.
My friends, it is now time. For the Mid-Major Kings 3 best bets of the day. It is a brand new week. Bright eyes, big smiles. I'm telling you what. Come on, let's go. Here we are at it. It's time to cash tickets. I'm so damn sick and tired of what the hell the college basketball has been lately. It's time to rebound. Now, I get that all off my chest. First play of the day. We're going to the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Maryland Terrapins. Wait a minute. Didn't you just say something about this game? Oh, yeah, that's right. You did. I'm not going to the total. I'm going to a side. And because my partner talked about going to the under 128, 127, wherever you're finding it right now, it makes me love this play even more because he talked about that damn Nittany Lion defense. We're taking Penn State +3, my friends. I absolutely love it in what we are coining the Big Ten bankrupter. I have the coyones to back the to fade the twerps on their home hardwood. My friends, they are terrible. Shout out Jeff Dawson for the twerps there. But my friends, I am not going to their side. They don't deserve to be a favorite. No way, no how. 7-8 straight up, 4-11 against the number on their home hardwood overall this season. 0-1 as a 3 to 4.5 point favorite. So they got a shot so far and failed to cover it already this season as well. 1-5 straight up, 3-3 against the number their last 6 overall, and 3-7 straight up, 5-5 against the number their last 10 overall. Inconsistent at best on the spread side of things, but clearly losing straight up. So I'll let you decide if they deserve to be a favorite or not. 4-11 straight up in conference play as well. So get the hell out of town. They don't deserve to be favored against the Nittany Lions that are 6-9 straight up in conference play. Granted, they ain't going to do nothing in the Big Ten during the regular season, but they're kind of playing the upset kids right now. Could have a shot come conference tournament time. You got to keep riding the hot hand right now. 3-3 straight up, but 5-1 ATS their last 6 overall. 4-6 straight up, 7-3 against the number over their last 10. On the road, they've been decent. 1-7 straight up, 3-5 against the number. But this has been the shortest road spread that they've had since February the 12th, where they were a 1-point dog against Minnesota. Now you say, Cole, what the hell? That was 2 weeks ago. Well, the last time they were that short, they were actually favored on the road, 4-point favorite against UMass. That was on November the 15th of 2021. This is the shortest road spread they've had since then, and the game against Minnesota, there's something fishy there, and I am just not buying it. Penn State is better on both sides of the ball. Don't overthink this one, my friends, but you don't believe me? For the first time, believe the trends. Penn State 4-1 ATS, last 5 as a dog. 7-2 ATS, last 9 following an ATS win. 5-1 ATS, their last 6 versus a Big Ten opponent. Maryland 2-7 ATS, last 9 as a favorite. 1-7 ATS, last 8 as a home favorite. 1-4 ATS, last 5 home games versus a team with a straight-up losing road record. 2-5 ATS, last 7 Monday games. Penn State 6-3 ATS, the last 9 meetings, and 6-2 straight up the last 8 meetings overall. Penn State dominates the old twerps year in and year out. My partner Pal talks about that all the time as far as the team having complete dominance over one side or the other, that you typically want to continue to back that because it continues to happen year in and year out. I rest my case, Your Honor. Give me the Penn State Nittany Lions +3.
Hey, you don't need anything from me, my man. You know what I like about their team tonight. I like it, my man.
100%.
I like it.
All right, well, I will just keep it on steaming down the tracks. You talked enough about that game, so we'll save you some breath on your deathbed there. Second best bet coming from me, my friends. Trust me. Just trust me. I'm willing to break one of my biggest rules right now and get involved in a conference that I swore I wouldn't, but it's almost tournament time, so I got to dip the toe. I've been watching these boys, and this is a damn valuable spot. We're calling it the ACC Annihilator. We're taking the Boston College Eagles +1 against the Florida State Seminoles today. My friend, I cannot let this type of value walk away from any of us. I honestly think Boston College wins this one outright. They are so due. I will talk about it in a minute. Put a pin in that. They are doer than due, for crying out loud. But I will gladly pay the dime and a couple of pennies. I caught it -114 to get involved with this one and have the 1-point backing. I'm not worried about that whatsoever. First things first, let's talk about the Noles. They are being ridiculously overvalued, and they are the perceived better team in this case, but they have been shit on the road this year so far. 3-7 straight up, 2-8 against the number, and the reason, it's because their defense completely fails them on the road. 75.3 points per game allowed. Stick a pin in that too. We'll come back to that in addition once we get to the old Eagles. But the Noles, 1-4 straight up, 0-4-1 against the number, their last 5 overall. You want more? 3-7 straight up, 1-8-1 against the number, their last 10 overall. They ain't been shit. They ain't gonna be shit. Their kids ain't gonna be shit. Leave them alone. Don't back the damn things, for crying out loud. As a 2.5-point dog to 2.5-point favorite this season, the Florida State Seminoles are 1-6-1 against the number. Do not back them anywhere near this spread. Have faith in Boston College. I know. Take the pin out. They're on a 5-game losing streak, but they are doer than do could be. It is time to turn it around. It is time for a bounce-back spot. They're 2-8 straight up, but 5-5 against the number over their last 10 games. Those 2 wins, the 2-8 straight up record I just said, those 2 wins were both at home. 6.5-point dog against Virginia Tech, 3.5-point favorite against Pitt. They covered both the sons of bitches. They're back in the same spot here today, my friends. 8-5 straight up, 7-6 against the number at home. The reason? Take the pin out. Their defense steps up on their home hardwood. 64.5 points per game allowed on their home floor. I think all of those things in conjunction lead to a nice, easy Boston College Eagles victory. But again, I'll pay a little bit of juice to get involved and have the extra point backing. But you don't believe me? Believe the trends. FSU How about this for sample size? 5-15-1 against the number of their last 21 games overall. 0-6-1 against the number last 7 as a favorite. 0-6 against the number last 6 as a road favorite. 0-5-1 ATS last 6 following a straight up and ATS loss. And 1-7 straight up their last 8 against an ACC opponent. Boston College 5-1 ATS last 6 following an ATS loss. 6-2 ATS last 8 following a straight-up loss. 5-2 ATS last 7 as a home dog. Speaking of home, they're also 5-2 ATS their last 7 home Monday games. How about that for a Monday trend? And the home team is 12-3-1 against the number last 16 meetings overall. Give me the Boston College Eagles +1. I'm breaking the damn rule. You better not break my heart, Boston College, for my second best bet of the day.
Hey, man, I'd be lying to you if I said I didn't like it, dude. I like it, man. You can't trust Florida State with at any spot, honestly, let alone on the road.
No.
I mean, they've been a terrible betting team regardless of where you put them, and this is the worst possible spot on top of all 100%. Of that. So I like it, my man. I do like it.
Appreciate you, dude. There you go. There you have it. Third, final best bet. Coming from me, my friends. I got the ABC here. ACC Annihilator, you pointed this out. The Big Ten Bankrupter, and now the Conference USA Crusher. We are crushing every book on the market with this final play. Now, my friends, I will tell you, it has moved an awful lot, but I don't think you need to be worried about it because I think the books messed this number up, and I think we're good to go on the over. UTEP Miners against the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Over 137.5 is what I caught it at. It's back up to 139.5, but that's where it opened. Opened at 139.5. It got bought down to 136.5 overnight and into this morning. I said, what the hell is that? Started buying back in. The Sharps bought back in. It went up to 137, 137.5, 138 in some places when I wrote this analysis at like 8:30 in the morning, and now it's up to 139.5. I got my number. Where'd I write that down at? Oh, here we go. 139.7. So I wouldn't take this over 139. Do your line shopping. I do think it gets comfortably into the 140s, but like, that's 141, 142. So don't take this over 139. I think that's where this is the peak of it, but I think we at least see one for 140. So let's back this up a little bit. His line is just a little bit too low. It was a little bit too low at the 137. But again, 139 I still think is a little too low, just because of how these two teams have been playing lately. Middle Tennessee is averaging 78.7 points per game, 69 points per game allowed over their last 3. UTEP, 75.3 and 70 points per game and 72.7 points per game allowed over their last 3. So both teams allowing a lot of points and both teams scoring a lot of points. So I think that's what we're going to see here in a heated conference game that a lot of people are actually taking the Miners. Actually, speaking of the Miners, with that being said, I really think that this over has the more value with how many people think that UTEP's going to cover the +5.5. That means it's going to be a back and forth shootout, and we could see 80-75 somewhere in that ballpark too. However, even though I think they're going to score, let me tell you little trends here that you're going to need to be aware of. The over is 4-2 in UTEP's last 6 overall, 6-4 in their last 10. They've scored 70+ in 5 out of their last 7 games, and I just said 70+ because that was only one of them. A lot of them are in the 74, 75, 76 range. But kind of perfect opportunity to segue into Middle Tennessee. They have scored 71+ in 8 out of their last 10. So scoring has not been a problem for them all season long. Matter of fact, I, again, was at 71 because that was the lowest, but they hit 80s and 90s multiple times over their last 10 games, and especially over their last 5 games. So I think they keep that scoring going. The over's 4-2, their last 6 games, and 7-3 in their last 10 overall. I think that those trends continue to stick as well. I already told you guys I got my number 139.7. So, again, if you're tuning in late, would not take it over 139. But you don't believe me, believe the trends. The over 4-1 in UTEP's last 5 following a straight up and ATS win. Over 6-1 in UTEP's last 7 versus a Conference USA East division opponent. Remember that. We'll come back to that in a second. Over 5-0 in Middle Tennessee's last 5 Monday games. Over 6-2 in their last 8 following a straight-up win. And 20-7 is the over in Middle Tennessee's last 27 following an ATS win. Also 4-1 their last 5 versus a team with a winning percentage above 600. And 15-5 last 20 February games, and last but not least, I messed this up. I'm sorry. The over's 4-1 last 5 UTEP versus a team with a winning percentage above 600. 15-5 their last 20 February games, and 5-1 in UTEP's last 6 versus a Conference USA West division opponent. They're in opposite divisions, and when they play the opposite division, the over has a very good chance of hitting, is what I'm trying to tell you with those. But all that being said, my friends, third and final best bet coming from your boy here today. UTEP Miners, Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, over 137.5 is what I caught it at. That's what you see on the recap. But cool with 139.5 is pushing it. Do your line shopping. Final best bet of the day.
I like my man. Hey, I mean, ABC 1, 2, 3. I absolutely love it. I think people are going to be a lot more concerned with this spread, with the way the Middle Tennessee games have been, and I think the move you're making is the right move to make on this game, man.
I absolutely love it. Appreciate you, my man. Let me get a couple of tabs rocking and rolling here. Make sure we got everything set on this end of the world before I change the ticker here. For the third segment of the day, uno segundo, mis compadres. A couple of loading tabs that just won't load here, so we're just going to exit out of those bad boys. I never even really utilized them anyway. Let's go here we go. Here we go now. Here we go, kid. All right, we'll go like this number, and now like this. All right, my friends, we are in business. Here we go. Third segment of the day, special play of the day, the Monday Madness Parlay. My friends, it is truly mad. I already told you it is paying out at over 55-1 odds. That's right, I said 54-1 odds, top of the show. 55-1 odds now. It has actually gone up. I love it. I am all about it. So, 4 college basketball legs and 2 NHL legs on this bad boy. First college basketball leg, I'll let you talk about this one a little bit, partner. Just a quick little synopsis, because we're going to the Big 12, your conference. West Virginia versus TCU. We're taking the over 133.5 in that matchup. Tell them why, pal.
My man, well, one thing for me is West Virginia's defense is not the same home and away, first of all. And this total, honestly, a little too good to be true, if you ask me. A lot of public money and bets on the under, thinking the same way here for some of these Big 12 totals. But when you get these teams where you expect it to be in the 120s, and they set it right in the middle of 133 to 135, 136, it's usually a good spot for the over there. And TCU, honestly, at home, their offense has been solid. Both these teams are going to be a little desperate for a win here, partner. But I think TCU at home is more trustworthy. And in that same vein, I think they're going to pour it in points-wise. And West Virginia's defense ain't going to show up here. So I love this over, my man. 133.5. Yes, sir.
I agree with you. Overs 4-1-1 in TCU's last 6 Monday games. 6-1 their last 7 as a favorite. 4-1 last 5 as a home favorite. Pretty damn similar for the old Mountaineers. 4-0 is the over last 4 Monday games. 23-8. How about that for a sample size? Is the over. West Virginia's last 31 as a dog, and 18-6 is the over their last 24 as a road dog. Yeah. This over is, this number is prime for the over. I absolutely love it. Right around the 133, 132, 134s. Those have been solid, especially in Big 12. So there you go, first leg. Second leg, going to my conference. Yes, some boys have been playing upset kids as of late, and actually over the course of the last few seasons playing the old Northern Colorado Bears. No, we're not taking them. We're taking the Idaho State Bengals plus 13.5 in what is a sheer overvaluation. Way too many points. It should be around plus 6, plus 7.5. The Bengals aren't 13.5 point badge. They're shit, not that shit. I mean, come on. Give the boys just a little bit of credit. I know I'm being funny here, but in all honesty, they are 14-6 against the number last 20 games against NOCO. Idaho State has just been overvalued. They just make them too damn big, and they're able to cover it. 4-0 against number last 4 is a road dog. 5-1 ATS last 6 is a dog overall. 4-1 ATS last 5 following an ATS loss. So good bounce back team, especially in the Big Sky. And then on covers, NOCO straight up just 4-1 ATS last 5 overall. 3-7 ATS last 10 versus a team with a winning percentage below 400.
Right.
That's it. That's all. Yeah. That's no more. So they're so inconsistent, nobody has any idea. The 13.5 is way too much. Idaho State, plus 13.5. Second leg of the Monday Madness Parlay. Third leg, partner, pal, dare I say this might be the Delta Devs' opportunity to become 1-10 on their home hardwood. Get that elusive tally in the left column on their home floor. I don't know maybe, potentially, would be great for the boys, but we will take all the points the books are willing to give us in what is the third leg of the Monday Madness Parlay, the Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils plus 7.5. Sir, what the hell's going on with this?
Dude, you're absolutely right. I do believe this could be their first home win, and we have said that a few times this year, my friend, and obviously has not come to fruition. But every single time we've said that, they have covered these, because I don't think they've had a spread shorter than 4 or 5, maybe once. And every time we've said that, it's like there's been a 4 overtime game, there's been an overtime game. They just lose in these heartbreaking fashions. So cross your fingers for the Delta Devils that they do.
Come on, boys.
I do believe the 7.5 is super valuable in the spot here against these Panthers, man.
And you didn't mention that the old Delta Devs won this matchup in OT, first time this season, 84-82. And, oh, wait, they don't have a win on their home hardwood. That means this one was in Prairie View A&M. That means now they have, I'm telling you, they might get the win, but take all the points the books are willing to give you, plus 7.5.
Dude, they're profitable. They're just a profitable team against the number.
And last year it was profitable to fade them, and now it's profitable to back them. Hey, whoever just smashed that like, appreciate the hell out of you guys.
Yes,
saw that just pop up in there, but we roll on. Fourth best bet of the day. Oklahoma State Cowboys. Oh, not best bet. Fourth leg of the Monday Madness Parlay. Oklahoma State Cowboys plus 4.5, my friends. Oh, I don't want to waste breath, partner. If it's not the Cowboys plus 4.5, what are me and you even doing here? What is the point of doing this if it ain't the Cowboys plus 4.5, I ask you?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer this question. I really don't.
I truly understand, my friend. Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't answer it either. This is the setup line of setup lines. Everyday Joe is at for the Baylor Bears. I mean, honestly, you get rid of him,
Pryor.
that takes away. Yeah, that too. It takes away all of their rebounding prowess and pretty much eliminates all of their paint advantage that they would have. So I'm all out on that. And then the guard you said,
Cryer's out.
Cryer,
And Flagler's questionable too.
And
as well.
Flagler's questionable.
Game time.
Yeah, so true game time decision, absolutely. So if it's not Oklahoma State plus the 4.5, I don't know what the hell we're doing here. That's the fourth college basketball leg. Now, my friends, take off the Jordans or the Nikes or the Adidas or the Reeboks, whatever you're a fan of. Take off the jersey. Pull out the sweater out of the duffel bag, put on the pads, lace up the skates, get the damn stick, and get ready to hit the NHL ice because we got 2 more legs coming at you. That's right. We said it was going to be mad, boys and girls. You thought we were ending at 4. No. We got 5 and 6 coming yet. Number 5. We go to the matchup between the Colorado Avalanche and the Boston Bruins, and I could not love this side more than anything on the entire planet right now as I continue to see people buy in, line movement, everything in between. We're going to leg number 5, Boston Bruins, under 2.5 60-minute total goals. They have been struggling left, right, and center here, my friends. They have not scored over 2 goals in but 2 out of their last 10 games. And you might say, wait, I see 3s on there. Whoa. We're going to the 60-minute total. A couple of times they did go to overtime and scored 3 goals, but in case any nonsense like that happens, they were still tied 2-2 in order to go to OT. That's why we're taking the 60-minute goals under 2.5, right around minus 112, minus 116, somewhere in that ballpark. You're seeing it. Either way, partner, unless you got anything else, Boston Bruins under 2.5 total goals, 60 minutes. 60 minutes.
Not much to add, dude. Sorry, not much to add.
I gotta figure out how to say that. There's just so many words for one fucking pick.
Dude, were you aware that this puck drops in an hour and 20 minutes?
It's early Monday hockey. I totally forgot.
You explained to me what's going on in the Great White North. It's family day up there. They've got some day-long NHL festivities for said. These teams are American teams.
Bro,
my brain NHL said, "Here you go, Great White North. We've got games all day for you."
Well, don't you know? Hey, shout out all of our friends up there. Hey, what you're drinking, sipping your Tim Hortons.
Pretty damn early, dude.
Sipping your Tim Hortons on your family day off. Hey, shout out all of our friends up there. Hey, what do you say? I can't wait. We got a couple of guys up there. I can't wait to see.
Do or die pretty early on this.
But
boy.
with that being said,
hockey first.
With that being said, let's steam this. Let's get the rest of this out. We have another hockey play, so let's get the rest of this out. We'll recap everything so you guys can hammer that in, so you do not miss the opportunity to play this bad boy in case you missed that leg. So, fifth and final leg, sixth and final leg. I'm sorry, I forgot how to maths. Staying on the ice. Winnipeg Jets over 2.5 60-minute total goals. Now, my friends, you might say, wait a minute. The under is getting minus 150 of juice, Colt. What the hell? Like, that's obviously going to be the favorite side. The Sharps are getting involved. What sharp with Big 10, Big 12, ACC action, hell, even some SEC action, is going to look at that slate and then look at the Calgary Flames versus the Winnipeg Jets, not only overlook their spread, overlook their money line, overlook the total, and get involved in the Winnipeg Jets puck line so much that the books have to offer it to you to pay $150 to make $100. I ain't buying the bullshit that they're trying to sell us. I'm telling you here today, my friends. It feels like the Chicago Blackhawks when we back them with the juice minus 142 to go under 2.5. Their over was right around plus 118, plus 122. What do you know this right here today? Winnipeg Jets over 2.5, 60-minute total goals, plus 118. How about them bananas? Hammer all 6 of those in. It's the Monday Madness Parlay. Now,
dude, I absolutely love it.
Go
the
ahead.
Jets here have absolutely owned the Flames, I believe is the only thing you failed to mention on that
Ownership.
one. Absolutely own with their offense, dude. And that's one chronologically. This is number 2 leg, 3 o'clock Central Standard Time, dude. NHL's going to be do or die for us on this bad boy to see what we got this evening.
Yes, it will be, my friends, because I can't lie to you. I'm in love with the college basketball legs. Like all 4 of those, I have my heart's content on those. And hey, you know me and me being a hockey sharp and everything. So when we line up, everything seems to be okay.
I think I figured out, Graphic Intern and I figured it out as far as the old hockey issues that we've had just about every time that when we go to the hockey legs and when the old Graphic Intern uses hockey arena background and we get hyped and say we're facing our demons in the face. It's been bad. It's been real bad. So we're not going to do that anymore. It's not, just going to keep it short and simple.
I like where you got us today. I like the view.
Right.
I like view from the cheap seats, if you will. Shout out Bernie Fredo. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. My friends, what am I talking about? How do I know all these things? You see the ticker change. It's time to recap all of the TTL Crew's best bets of the day. Now, free of any mushes, free of any nonsense. The graphics intern and the legendary Riley RMags Magnuson have figured it out what the deal was. Every time we go to the hockey or NHL ice, shit happens. But without further ado, my friends, for the purposes of clipping, as always, the TTL Crew's best bets of the day for this gorgeous Monday of bets, February the 21st, 2022. Please, so kindly, turn your attention live from the Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils Arena. I hope I got that right. Turn your attention to the top left portion of the screen right next to my head. RMags picks. He's got 2 coming at you today, both from the college basketball hardwood. He's taking the Penn State Nittany Lions against the Maryland Terrapins under 128.5 and also he's taking the Ohio State Buckeyes -7. Now, what I wanted to say about his first play, he is okay with it down to 127, somewhere in that ballpark. That is his threshold. Now, turn your attention to the right side of your screen here. You see my picks. Got 3 of them coming at you, all from the college basketball hardwood as well. Taking the Penn State Nittany Lions +3, the Boston College Eagles +1, and the UTEP Miners against the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders over 137.5. Okay with that at 139. Do your line shopping. 139.5 is testing it. My friends, in between us, it is truly mad. Just another Madness Monday. Paying out at 55 to 1 odds, my friends. Not 5. No. 55 to 1 odds. You lock in right here, right now. Kicking off very soon. The first 2 legs. I'm going to go bass-ackwards. Winnipeg Jets over 2.5 60-minute total goals. The Boston Bruins under 2.5 60-minute total goals. Oklahoma State Cowboys +4.5. The Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils +7.5. The Idaho State Bengals +13.5. And West Virginia Mountaineers against the TCU Horny Frogs over 133.5. I see 5 straight plays that you are playing for 1 unit or whatever you can afford, making it right to the pay window, and 1 special play that you're paying for a half a unit or whatever you can afford. Also going straight to the pay window. Bankrupting every book on this market. I can hear lines shifting, moving, and grooving as we speak. So my friends, right here, right now, we need you too. Lock them in, hammer them home, sprinkle a little bit of dough down, whatever you need to say. Just make sure you get today's TTL crew best bets of the day that are clearly primed for ticket cashing in, and whatever current best line is on. Ran out of breath. On your favorite sports book.
Oh, baby.
Sometimes I forget how long I gotta go. I don't adequately pace myself on the breath department.
Hey, did I have to take us here, or did I have to take us
Oh,
here?
dude, I love it. As soon as I saw what was on the court, I absolutely love where you brought us. What's it called, dude? Was I right or was I close?
No, never gonna. No,
Not at all, huh?
Unless anyone knew it. You would have to memorize
it's somebody's
it 10
name,
times.
huh?
The R.W. Harrison HPER complex. So not only a name, but then you throw in a 4-letter acronym complex.
R.W. Harrison HPER complex.
Correct. Yep.
The HPER complex.
R.W. Harrison HPER complex.
R.W. Harrison
get a new
HPER
name for the Delta
complex.
Devils, dude.
Hey,
Come
you
on.
know that is. It's a hell. You know, I would not expect anything less from the Delta Devs. Now, is that a scoreboard? Yeah, that's a scoreboard. I thought that was seats. That would have been pretty cool if that was like right in the middle of the screen there. I was thinking that was some seats, but that's a scoreboard. But hell of a facility.
I like it.
Hell of a facility, the old Delta Devs here. You know, one thing I will note as well, looks a lot bigger on TV. Looks much
5,000.
considerably
It says
bigger.
5,000 seats, and this does not look at all like 5,000. They got to have some other.
Well, they can't have another. That's the damn ceiling. They can't have another.
Yeah.
But is this an old? Is this an old place?
No,
Did they remodel it?
It says 5,000 seats.
I mean, sometimes numbers are pretty deceptive. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you look at 100 and that's 20. What the hell?
So see, this little bad boy here makes it look a little
Uh-oh.
bigger.
I don't know. Deceptively small in the picture.
I don't know. It goes all the way around. It goes.
Just got a little bit of I mean, I
Take their
guess
word
we
for
could
it.
go with 3, 6, 9, 10, and 10 in a row.
5,000. Capacity is just a number.
Tomato, potato, who the hell knows? Let's keep the show steaming on down the tracks. Appreciate you as always. The R.W. Harrison HPER Coliseum.
Complex.
Fuck. So yeah, you memorize that about 100 times. You'll eventually get it. Moneyline Dice roll of the day, my friends. You see it on the screen. NMSU/C. What might that mean? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Because I bring us back in the screen, and it is now time for today's Moneyline Dice roll of the day, targeting a college basketball matchup. The New Mexico State Aggies against the Seattle Redhawks, mis compadres. I don't know jack shit about this matchup. Lines were moving all over the place. I don't even know who the home and away team is. I just said, partner, I saw the line. It jumped off the screen at me. Then it moved. It scared me away. I got to stay out of it because I've loved the Seahawks. Not the Seahawks, the Seattle Redhawks. Pretty close, though. All that being said, take the mic from me, dude. What's going on with this matchup?
Dude, this is actually, you could make the case that this is the biggest game on today's slate. You could make that case because both these teams, on top of the... It's not even kidding. The WAC contrast, Western Athletic Conference, which one of the better mid-major conferences this year. New Mexico State and Seattle tied at the top, 12-2 straight up within conference, 22-4 for New Mexico State straight up, Seattle 21-6 straight up. So this is for first place right now in this conference. New Mexico State got the first outright win between these two teams. Let's see, earlier this month, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago today. 2 weeks ago Saturday. 79-64. It covered 8.5 spread in New Mexico State. Now we are in Seattle, and we've got 2.5 plus 2.5 for the old home team Redhawks here, man. Huge matchup, and you've got a cushion of 2.5 points for a home dog. Let's see the total we've got here. 144 I'm seeing on FanDuel here. Money lines plus 112 for Seattle, minus 134 for New Mexico State. So wouldn't even be in too much chalk if the dice think we want New Mexico State. But hell of a matchup, dude. I actually would make the case that as far as just implication-wise, this is the biggest one on the old Monday slate here for college basketball. And finishing it off, I think second half will be standalone in college basketball world as well, dude.
Yeah, pretty damn close, if not all of them. Because this does put the cap on the old college basketball slate tonight.
Yeah, it's there's a handful of 8 o'clock games, but this is the only one at 9 o'clock. So yep.
So, I was getting a couple of things prepared for later over here as you were going on. So, appreciate all the insights. It's still at 2.5. I heard you say, right? Or is it back down to 1.5?
Yes, sir. Plus 2.5 for the home Hawks, home Red Hawks.
Home Hawks. All right, here we go. Without further ado, my friends. First roll of the day, home or away? Are we going to the Red Hawks? Are we going to the Aggies? I don't know. Neither does Mags. But for the first time this week, we all find out in 3, in 2, in 1. Home team!
All right. Seattle Redhawks, home team.
Home team.
Okay, Dice.
Second roll of the day. Moneyline or ATS? Will we be getting a couple points? Will we getting a plus money Pauly ticket going on? I have no idea. Once again, neither does Mags, but this cubicle object known as the MLATS Moneyline Dice sure does. So we find out in 3, in 2, in 1. ATS!
Okay, taking a couple points. Okay.
ATS. ATS.
62% of bets on New Mexico State spread, but 56% of the money over on Seattle so far.
Hot dog. Wild card roll. Will the die be doubling down for the first time this week? Will they need a couple of re-rolls as per usual with their nonsense? Hell, I don't give a damn if it makes them go 8-1 again. I will let them do it all day long. Or are they saying, no, boys, once again, we go to the total. We give you 2 tickets to cash. We stay hot. I don't know. Neither does Mags. But the all-knowing, ever-present, ever-powerful Moneyline Dice certainly do. And we all find out in 3, in 2, in 1.
Everyone.
ATS, I see. Away ATS.
Ah, damn it, Dice.
Away ATS. Away
Give me
ATS.
Dice. Hey,
Can't really see the away, but away
That's
ATS.
what they got to do. That's what they got to do. They're hot.
Okay, my friends. Re-rack. Little ML Dice ASMR for your Monday. How about that? That's nice. Okay. Hopefully, the first and only re-rack and roll of the day between the Seattle Redhawks and the New Mexico State Aggies. We find out in 3, in 2, in 1. Shoot. Home money line under.
Oh, okay.
The dice say, no, boys. Don't worry about those 2 points. We had to re-roll because we messed up. We needed to give you a plus money, Pauly. Can't say I disagree with him. But you know the drill. The dice have spoken! If you want to guaranteed take 2 tickets to the pay window tonight, right here, right now, hammer in, no questions, no qualms, no queries, none of the bullshit, not for me, not for Mags, not for any living, breathing, heart-beating human being on this planet, but for the all-knowing, ever-present, ever-powerful Moneyline Dice. Lock in right here, right now. The Seattle Redhawks on the money line, and the under, 143, in their matchup with the New Mexico State Aggies tonight.
I like it, dude. 64 or less for Seattle's defense last 4 games, home or away, my friends.
Thank you, Dice.
We might be onto something with the Dice here today.
Thank you for a couple of winners. Wow. You know what? I'm going to have to get involved.
Hey, I double-checked to make sure we weren't talking out of our ass, dude. Without a doubt, the biggest game on the slate. I mean, even these Big 12, Big 10 games are either a couple bad teams or one bad team, or whatever team. This is huge. This is a huge one.
I was correct in saying the under 143 too, right?
Actually on FanDuel we got it at 144.
Oh, okay. So up to 144. Wow. So not too shabby. Let me get rid of that number. Okay, Seattle money line and the under 144 matchup between New Mexico State and the Seattle Redhawks. Okie dokie, artichoke. That would do it. Starts a new week after an 8-1 burner last week. The dice look to stay hot. Second week in a row. I ain't fading them either, I'll tell you that.
Thanks, Dice.
Okay, thank you, Dice. Thank you, Dice.
Can't
All right.
did it if I'm being honest.
Yeah, no, I definitely did. I don't think you did. You were on a rabbit hole. It's all good. No, we did. We acknowledge them. We're not superstitious. Okay. We're just a little stitious. It's all good. I appreciate you acknowledging. Now, we keep this proverbial podcast train steaming on down the tracks with the second half of the show, my friends. Get ready. Hope you haven't taken your rabbit hole diving shorts off yet, because it's time for plenty more. Partner, what's been burning on in... Sorry, no bloopers here. Partner, what's been burning on the brain, melting on the heart, festering on the soul that you have been dying to get out to the kind folks that joined us on episode number 228 of the TTL Pod on this absolutely gorgeous February the 21st, 2022.
You know the drill, dude. It's Monday.
Monday,
it's
movie
freaking
trivia Monday.
Movie trivia.
Yes, I do.
We're gonna
Yes,
stick
I do.
with. I think this is what we did last week, unless it was finish the quote. But regardless, I've got some quotes from 5 different movies. You got to tell me where the hell this quote is
It
from.
was
what
not
movie.
this from last week. You are thinking of finish that line from,
Okay.
or finish that lyric from movie
Right,
trivia
right.
or music trivia Thursdays. I'm sorry, everything kind of blends together anymore.
Yeah.
But there you, yeah. So that you did not do this last week though. I would remember. I'm the movie buff.
Right. Hey. Okay. All right. First one up.
I'm ready. Let's go.
This quote:
Juiced.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
You know I don't watch Marvel movies, bro.
Not Marvel.
What the wow. I feel like I should know it too. Like I really feel like I should know it. What genre of movie?
So you're right with superhero. If there's any superhero movie that you might have an idea of where this was from, this would be the movie, I would say.
The hell is that supposed to mean? I'm gonna throw a shot in the dark. Kick ass?
No, it's
Yeah,
not
shot in the dark. Shot in the dark.
It's Dark Knight. Heath Ledger's Joker, Dark Knight. That's not who said it, but you didn't watch Dark Knight?
Well, yeah, I watched the Dark
Batman.
Knight, but I'm trying to listen to you. So the Joker said that though?
No, sorry. I was just that.
You said
the
Heath
movie
Ledger's
with
Joker.
Heath Ledger. Harvey Dent, Two-Face is the one who said this.
Probably when he was in the hospital flipping the coin, talking to mother. Is that scene?
I think it's before that, like kind
No.
of a foreshadow, essentially.
Like
he's
okay.
at dinner, I think.
It's
Yeah,
been a
yeah.
long time since I've seen the Dark Knight, man.
all right.
Long time.
Hey.
But yeah, I got the trilogy. I'm a big fan. Big
Okay.
fan.
Hey.
Big fan for sure.
Oh, for one.
Oh, for one. Carry on.
Hey, all right. This one's short and sweet. Were you rushing or were you dragging?
Were you rushing?
Were you rushing or were you dragging? Nah, so I believe you and I are very familiar with this movie. Music movie. Band, like music band movie?
Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody?
Nope.
Come on, motherfucker. Oh, fuck. What's the name of that movie? Oh, I can see the whole thing now. No. And it's got what's his nuts from the new Footloose, from all that fucking, and he plays the doofus. He just, every movie he's in, he plays the fucking doofus, but he's like actually really smart at the end, and everybody loves him. Oh, he's the same character in every fucking show, and then it's, we are farmers, bum ba dum bum 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 bum. That's the other fucking actor, the bald headed
Okay,
bastard.
okay.
So you know I'm talking
J.K.
about
Simmons.
the J.K. Simmons. You know I'm talking about the right fucking movie. No, it's not. No, it's not in the band played on. I don't know. I give up. I can't think
Whiplash.
of it. Whiplash. Gosh darn it, dude. And I was like, I said Footloose too, so it was like I could have meandered myself down that track. Gosh darn it, Whiplash. Man, 0 for 2. I'm sucking this week. I even saw the movie, dude.
Hey. I don't know.
Were you
Maybe
rushing
it's hard.
or were you dragging?
I didn't know. I wanted to do the whole scene because it's a whole back and forth. But all right, 0 for 2.
Whiplash.
Number 3.
Damn.
Now this is after a little bit of other stuff. But look, I know you're not following what I'm saying anyway, right? That's okay. That doesn't matter. The real question is, was all of this illegal? Absolutely fucking not. But we were making more money than we knew what to do with.
Every day I take enough hallucinogens and the Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes, sir.
150%.
Yes,
I used to
sir.
know.
103.
I used to know that line back of my hand because I had that poster in one of my apartments. It's like every day I take enough drugs to sedate
know,
Upper Manhattan or some shit like that. It was like 15 Quaaludes. Oh, dude, that I haven't watched Wolf of Wall Street in a long time. That's a good damn. That is a good damn movie there, boy.
Yeah, you need it. You need to watch it. At least every once in a I don't know. Once
But
a
it's
year,
investment.
twice, I don't know.
It's an investment, dude.
Oh, it is, dude.
3.5
I don't know the
hours.
last time I've gotten through the entire thing. It's like because I mean the sweet stuff in that movie is like the first 2 hours, anyways.
Well,
right? So
then because then it dips off, and then it goes back high again.
Yeah, and because it's kind of like the him getting busted after the first 2 hours, right? Essentially, so it does fall off. But moving on, only two more. Only 2 more. So this is a two-way back and forth. So 2 different people.
Yep.
What you looking at, old man? Ever notice how you come across somebody once in a while you shouldn't have fucked with? That's me. So obviously that's an old man saying that.
Gran Torino.
Gran Torino, yes. Yes, sir.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, dude.
I had to get real, get the filters sifted through on that one. That's probably one of the only quotes that I could probably pick from that movie. You know what I mean?
See, this is why you need to watch on YouTube. If you're fucking listening right now, you have no idea what's going on. So if you're listening, come over to YouTube. You know what just happened there. So, hey, I love Gran Torino. That's another movie you need to squeak in there every once in a while, and I have not done that.
Been a while.
I have not watched.
It's been a while.
What do you all humungs do anyways? That is such an off-the-wall,
Right.
Such a good movie. Oh,
Right.
What a good movie.
All right, NSFW. Last one here. What's it like to have a gun? Question. It's like having two cocks, but it's like having two cocks if one of your cocks could kill someone.
How
It's a
much?
comedy.
The other guys?
No, that's a good guess though. That is a good guess. So this is like kind of like the side plot of this movie, essentially. Where how do I give a clue without giving it away? One of my favorite comedy movies. We talked about it before, but I mean the main plot is like high school party, like getting ready for this high school party, and then there's the side plot with police officers and.
Oh, so okay, yeah. I was gonna say that, and you kind of did give it away, but I get what you're saying. Is it 21 Jump Street or 22?
No, also not a bad guess.
Shit.
Goodness gracious.
No, wow. Okay, so you didn't give it away. Wow. I don't know then.
Yeah, wow.
Damn, I don't know then.
You're gonna be mad. You're gonna be mad. Seth Rogen and Bill Hader are the cops.
Super bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good shit. Good shit. I had to think for a minute. Good shit.
That's McLovin at. I think that's when they're in
fucking
the bar.
green beard.
I think that's when they're in a bar. That's McLovin asking them, "What's it like to have a gun?" It's like having two cocks, except if one of your cocks could kill someone.
Yes, yeah, they're shooting the stop sign, fucking. Oh man, and it's like they're shooting like a Desert Eagle, like it's a fucking standard issue cop carried gun as a Desert Eagle. Like, yeah, right. Oh, dude, super bad. That's another one, bro. Do you know how
That's
many
one of my-
foods are
that's
shaped
in
like
contention
dicks?
for-
The best kinds, Eric. The best kinds.
That's in contention for my actual favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, dude. I mean, well, it put
Jonah Hill.
Well, yeah, that's not who I was trying to think of. I was trying to think of the other one before I said Jonah
Michael
Hill.
Cera.
Michael Cera, there you go. Shout out our buddy Scoot, who came in Cup of Joe on campus on Saturday. He's got a friend, or I think it's a friend's brother who runs the Michael Cera, like a random Michael Cera picture page or some shit on Instagram. It's like a picture of Michael Cera a day, and it's just like something else with a random caption. It's got like 72,000 followers or some shit. Like, it's a huge fucking page. But yeah, I just thought about that. But yeah, put Michael Cera on the map. Put freaking Jonah Hill on the map.
Jonah Hill, at least as far as like a leading actor on the map, I would say, because I think at that point he had some like smaller roles, and everyone thought he was hilarious, and that was
dude.
over the top. So
Just I mean, that whole movie, I Am McLovin. The Goldschlick vodka. I mean, oh my gosh. It is just, it's electric. Because it literally came out like right before we were about to be in high school too. So it was just like we could relate to it
I think that's why it
much.
confused you. Like that, what I said was like that's like the side plot of half
Yeah,
the movie.
yeah, that's like
that
not
doesn't really
even
click in your
half a
head,
part
but that's
of it.
like probably one of the best like side plots of any, like at least from
That's like one of the better scenes.
perspective.
Yeah, where they just take
Like
McLovin on
Bill
top.
Hader and Seth Rogen taking down the information of the dude that robs the robs the store. He was this, and he looked like you. Oh, so he's Jewish.
He's Jewish. Oh yeah.
No.
Is he an organ donor? Just no. Oh, fucking hilarious, dude! I haven't seen that movie forever. Oh shit!
I don't ask for DVDs anymore, obviously, but that was one like a couple years back where it's like, you know what? I just need this on DVD to just have it, right?
I think I got that on DVD if I'm not mistaken. What else you got? That it? Movie trivia
That's
Monday?
it for movie trivia, my man.
Okay.
Got any movies to suggest to the people, or
Movies for the people this week. I totally
put you on
just
the spot?
damn, I totally just blanked for movies. I always bring one too. Let's see here. Oh, because I've said it on a couple of shows, and everybody's like, "Where do you get this? You're a fucking super soldier from?" The Men Who Stare at Goats. Go watch The Men Who Stare at Goats. It's electric, man. George Clooney, Jeff Bridges, like that group of guys when they get together in a flick, it is fucking electric. And it's brief synopsis. It's about how do you say, a special unit of soldiers in the Vietnam War, and George Clooney's character plays one of the I think he was we'll say the leader of this battalion. I don't know if he was a sergeant or colonel, whatever the hell he was. But absolutely electric. It's fucking hilarious. It's a comedy, but there's serious parts of it. I mean, it's so good. So good. But yeah,
I'm actually, because I've got like a whole TV show movie list. Like it's like going to take me 10 years to finally check every box off of this, but it's like every once in a while it feels so good when I have a moment. It's like, oh, I can actually check one out. Go ahead.
Speaking of side plots, The Men Who Stare at Goats is literally a scene in the movie as a side plot of the title of the movie. It's now that I just put all that together, it's absolutely electric. It's absolutely electric, my friend. It's nothing like you will think that it's going to be, and it's The Men Who Stare at Goats. That is a good one. I'm surprised I haven't mentioned that one before. Yeah, that's added to the list for sure. What you got for the people this week? Put me on the spot. You got one?
Oh, jeez, dude. Did not watch any movies this weekend. I don't.
Watch the back of your eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, so I had a good weekend, bachelor party weekend. Sure. Saturday. So beer pong baseball. I don't know if you're familiar. Essentially, it's like a version
haven't
of beer
been
pong
acquainted.
Where you're playing baseball, dude. We played about 8 hours of it. First of all,
beer pong baseball indoors.
I've got. Oh yeah, indoor.
Okay.
So Sunday was like 50 degrees when we were leaving. Friday, Saturday was miserable. So one of those. But it was an electric place. We had fun inside. But beer pong baseball for like 8 straight hours on Saturday. Have a video of us doing that at 9 p.m. Picture of me at 10 p.m. and then someone else's snapshot story of me at 11 p.m. Knocked out in the living room with everybody else. Scooter gives me a pile driver, and I was like, dude, I don't remember that at all. Did I even wake up? He's like, yeah, like barely. And I was just, next thing I know, someone's just waking me up like, dude, go down. You should go downstairs. And I'm just, what's everybody doing? Everybody awake? He's like, yeah, but what are you gonna do? Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Old Mags.
Sure.
Old Mags was he was never the leader of the party animal crowd, say you now. But now that we have officially got out of the party lifestyle, Old Mags is feeling it.
Well, when we started at 1 p.m., I'm not seeing the next day as far as past midnight.
You know, we're a busy bunch. We ain't got time to be boozing.
It was disappointing because everyone else stayed up until like 2 a.m. But I felt incredible Sunday morning, and or at least comparably.
Now here's the only bone I will pick. Okay. Probably not the best look as the best man, but hey. No big deal. No harm, no foul. Not the greatest look, but hey, trademark look nonetheless.
It was.
Trademark look nonetheless.
So was I disappointed? Yes, but got a decent night's sleep still. Comparably, I should say. Comparably,
pros and cons.
Handful of them were struggling Sunday morning, and
could imagine
comparably wasn't. So
I could imagine because you were struggling Saturday, and we're slowly getting the dust knocked out of the eyes as the hours were.
But I tell you, because I just like couldn't piece it up. I didn't know like the timeline of everything, but it was like whatever. We didn't go anywhere. But then it was like, I realized yesterday. I was like, oh shoot, I've got some pictures. And I was like, oh look at this, 10 p.m. Here I was alive. And then it was Hunter's got a time snap story like 11:05 p.m. of me just.
Yeah, friggin'
glasses half off, dude.
Scoot,
glasses on my face while I'm passed out on the couch. That's always a bad look too.
Our boy Scoot got me privy about 11:15. I got a snap. I said, okay, this has got to be something involving the legendary RMags Magnuson if I'm getting something from Scoot at about 11:30. And yeah, sure enough, it was just him, the classic pose, and just dead.
Oh, dude. Next chance we get if we've got a get together or whatever, we're playing some games. Beer pong baseball, dude. It's 4 cups stacked in a line. Single, double, triple home run, and and then there's like an aspect of flip cup of it on the side to where you have the option if you want to steal a base, you do flip cup. But if the person on the other team beats you in flip cup, you're out of there. You're in, you win, you're into the next base, dude. And then it's just hit people hitting, dude.
Low-key,
not the best batting average, dude. Gold glove. Gold glove, because if they miss and you catch it before it hits anything, that's an out too. So dude, gold glove, dude.
Oh,
Not proud of my batting numbers, but
no, that's okay.
Hey,
That's all right.
Omar Vizquel, 10 Gold gloves, about 250, 220 batting average.
You know, as the staunch Southsider you are, that's high marks, high regards. Hey, speaking of waking up Cup of Joe on campus, we got a couple of people we got to shout out. Shout out to Joe and Dion D'Amico. Get into some TTL announcements here, and then we'll talk a little bit late breaking news, and we'll get on up motivation minutes. Get on up, get on out. Shout out Joe and Dion D'Amico. Joined us on Cup of Joe on campus this week. Absolute electric factory. If you didn't get the opportunity to watch it, obviously the picks won't be relevant, but there was plenty of good convo, plenty of laughs, plenty of good shit. So stop by that. You can only get it on our YouTube, Twitter, or Facebook, but you can go back on the Twitter and Facebook and find it, and then or on our YouTube. Make it easy on yourself. Just go to the Cup of Joe on Campus playlist. That'll be every Saturday for the time being, for the foreseeable. Every Saturday at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. There's a Saturday coming up here in a few weeks, partner pal, that we're going to have to discuss about Cup of Joe on campus. That might be from an undisclosed location. I don't know who's to say. Stay tuned for the updates on that. I just thought about that as I was sitting here talking about this shit, that we have a show on Saturdays. Okay. And there's going to be a lot of college basketball going on that particular Saturday. Okay.
Sure is.
Okay, so we'll talk about that. We'll let you guys know what's all going on there. But make sure you tune in, hit the follow button or subscribe button, the notification bell, everything in between, so you don't miss any Cup of Joe on campus. Are you connecting the dots for yourself now as well?
And beyond, yeah.
Yeah, most definitely, right? Yeah, absolutely, exactly. Yeah. 150 per, yeah, exactly. So that just got a whole lot more fun. Our other show, speaking of additional content, Wise Words, Season 2, Episode 10, finished up 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Not last week, week before. Go back, check out all of Season 1, Season 2. We're on a 2-week hiatus as we change the graphics, change everything, secure, reload a good handful of guests going into Season 3. So Season 3 will start next week, March the 2nd. We'll let you guys know everything all in between, but stay on the lookout for that. As always, drops on the YouTube first at 12 p.m. Central, and then on all major podcast directories after that. I just remembered I sent a text to you about fucking 12 p.m. That's just, oh man, classic. We talked about it pre-show. I won't put you on the spot. That just Max was into the juice. Let's just put it that way, kids.
I had a good time. Someone should have taken my phone away, probably.
It's okay, no big deal. As long as you weren't drunk tweeting, so that's all good.
I've never been concerned as far as like what I would say, but I had at least had to like Jeff Dawson tagged me in something. Shout out to him. He tagged me in something, and I didn't respond at all. And I was like, oh jeez, like
at least you didn't
realize this.
Yeah, you just a little shitty, no big deal. He was just a little shitty.
I've just got a random video. I must have been like trying to show someone like the living room of this place, because it's just, and you see me in the mirror. I'll send it to you, dude. Where I just like go in a big old circle,
just trash,
and then like take out in the balcony, and that's it. And I'm like, hey, just like, who? Like, you didn't send this to me. Like, who the hell were you sending this to? And I like look up through my messages, like,
oh, you said you were gonna send it to me. You said you were gonna send it to me when we were on Cup of Joe on campus.
Like it's like 3 levels of this place, and we're just standing in the living room, and it's just me just doing a circle, and then quick out to the balcony, and then that's it. Absolutely.
Hey, you had a good time. Buddy. It's all good. All right. Outside of that, stay on the lookout. Mags Golf Blog dropping tomorrow for subscribers only. Wednesday afternoon for Twitter followers out there. No college basketball board report from your boy here today. Got to get some ducks in a row, for lack of a better term. And the old keyboard's flaming from pumping out so many winners, so I got to give it some time to cool off. So there, eh? Yeah, 150%. The old doggone shift button. I don't know what's going on with that thing. She's on her last leg. We got to be careful. Maybe a little super glue. Who knows? Either way, there you go. There you have it. College basketball board report will be back in action tomorrow, though, and then Wednesday and Friday as well. Not on Thursday, because we'll be on Jeff Dawson's show, Midday Market Report. I will be on Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Hell of a time to segue into that. And Mags will be on Friday, 1 p.m. Central as well. If I missed anything, you're looking for any of our picks, nonsense, everything in between, go to talkingtheline.com or go to the link tree in this episode's description. Already went over all of it. I don't want to waste any breath that you guys hear me recapping shit. So, hey, just go to those things and you'll find everything there to stay up to the latest and greatest. Now, a couple of late breaking news things that we can talk about, partner, before we get into motivation minutes and get out of here. Dude, everybody's talking about it, so I feel like we got to talk about it too, you know? I am really, really disappointed. You know, whoa, holy shit. You know, I would expect better. I would expect just more out of a couple of upstanding programs in a conference like the Big Ten Conference. And if you haven't heard, I'm talking about the Michigan Wolverines and the Wisconsin Badgers and what has just been an awful display of sportsmanship and just an absolutely uncanny showing by I can't do this. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. If you guys haven't seen it, I'm sure you did. It's been all over social media. Juwan Howard. I can't even think of the coach, Wisconsin coach. Greg Gard. You saw the scuffle. And that's all it was. My friends, it was a simple squabble between a few fine gentlemen that, not given the fact of the world, the bubble-wrapped bullshit world we live in and the media we surround ourselves with, it would have been no issue. My friends, Ben Wallace knocked out a fan, and we are concerned with old Juwan Howard throwing a little bit of an open palm, something or other. I don't know. I might be old-fashioned, but where I come from, you talk that shit, you take it outside. I apologize. It is what it is, but I think it's bullshit. I think it was just a little squabble. Who cares? Nobody needs... Yes, okay, if you're going by the NCAA rules, we got to suspend this person, we got to do this, but fuck it, dude. Like, you know, I would not be a good commissioner or good anything because I say, hey, seems like everything's handled. Seems like you guys did. Everybody wants the formal apologies and the blah-bitty blah-blahs, and we got to... So what? Everything seemed good to go to me. We both exited the court. Nobody died. I mean, what's the worst that happened? We got a couple... Nobody even got really hit like that, you know? Like, nobody caught... Nobody's about that action, boss, man. Nobody threw any punches at the end of the day. Come on. Goodness gracious, it ain't that big of a deal. But yes, let justice be served to the highest extent. They should be suspended for the rest of the season and not even a chance to play in the big dance either. I think it's absolute bullshit what these two coaches are displaying, and regardless, they should be out. They should be out. I don't believe it. Bullshit.
I'm with you, my man. If I'll give my 2 cents on this. I'm not saying I liked what happened. I'm not saying I dislike what happened. The irony of all of this is that over the last 10 years, we keep having these conversations without any of this happening. And it's like, oh, I miss the old days where things were gritty and we used to have, you know, hard-fought games, especially in Big Ten country, this and that. Like I said, I'm not saying I like what happened yesterday. I'm not saying I dislike what happened. But, 10 seconds after that happens, and then something like this happens, and all of a sudden the sky is falling. These are the worst people on the planet. You can't be a person that talks about wanting to go back to some grittier sports action and then complain about anything that this. Like I said, I don't even care that this happened. Like I'm kind of with you, man. I prefer seeing brawls and whatever it is, whatever.
No, I'm not signing up for it.
Especially for the reason, like kind of the reasoning of why it happened is a little stupid for sure. But that's kind of not really what people are reacting to.
It's boys being boys. Boys being boys, man. It's a Big Ten heated battle between Michigan and Wisconsin. Like, the boys might scuffle. The boys might scuffle. Like, you're lucky you didn't have a squabble during the game. Like, come on. It ain't that big of a deal. And if I so vaguely can point out that everybody seemed to just water under the bridge, last year, Juwan Howard running after... who the hell did he run after last year and said, I'm going to murder you? And everybody just like, whatever. Like,
I'm drawing a blank on who that was.
Yeah. Either way, exactly. My point, exactly. We don't even talk about that at all, and now it's all of a sudden all back. Like, it's just...
I think there's an aspect of it to where people are talking shit about Juwan Howard because obviously they lost and they haven't had the best season, so I think that kind of piles on top of it to where maybe it's not a good look, I guess, but at the end of the day, it's Michigan, Wisconsin in the Big Ten.
Yeah, man.
I'm not saying I want there to be brawls on a game-to-game basis, but if you want it to be grittier in sports or basketball, whatever it be, you got Michigan, Wisconsin in the Big Ten. That's where some grittiness needs to be injected back into the damn sport.
I would say so too, man. And the fact that Juwan Howard was trying to kind of diffuse the situation as well. I mean, he was just trying to give him the cold shoulder, the brush by, the say, hey, I ain't shaking your fucking hand. You called that bullshit timeout. You know you shouldn't have called that fucking timeout. I'm giving you the brush by and shaking your hand. Greg Gard, don't fucking touch the motherfucker. Don't grab him and pull him by. Shake my fucking hand. I'm going to explain it to you. I was simply just trying to... You ain't explaining dick, motherfucker. You won the game. Get off the court. Get the fuck out. He don't want to shake your hand. Let him be a pissy pants baby.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
fine. That's fine.
Sure.
Don't take it upon yourself to, I got to change the world. Got to make it a better place and explain to him why I did this. Shut the fuck up. Everybody thinks you're a goon for calling the timeout in the first place, too. There's no, I needed my guys to reset. You were up by double digits, dog. Stop. Stop. You don't make an excuse. It's just an excuse is all it is. So then it gets into all this. Just let him walk by. Here. Don't react, my friends. There's a life lesson for you. Literally, let Juwan Howard walk by you and give you the brush off and not shake your hand. So what? Because then he looks like a dipshit either way.
Yeah. And then you look like the bigger man. You're just like, all right, man, whatever.
Seriously.
Whatever.
And he could have stood there.
Like that,
he could have made him even look stupider and stood there with his hand out and just...
Yeah. Which maybe, whatever.
Maybe I play chess while everybody else plays checkers. I don't know. I have no idea, but I'm always moving pieces trying to make everybody else look goofy. And it made both programs look goofy. It made everything look goofy, but no, I'm not advocating there should be a brawl in every Big Ten game. But motherfucker, who cares? Who cares, man? Who
and like you said,
cares?
Like no fans were involved in this by any means. It wasn't anywhere near that happening. It wasn't like
I don't know. I guess I'm just cut from a different cloth. Even if there were, I would have been like, for sure, cool, whatever. Fans got in a squabble. It's like, so what? If you got man enough to sack up, go sack up. You feeling froggy? Go leap. What? Come on, man. What do you want? If you're about that action, go be about that action. So what? So what? It's just boys being boys. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm fucking crazy, but hey, it is what it is.
Hey,
it is what
all I want now is for these two teams to match up in the old Big Ten tournament, dude. I don't know about you.
I'm not Italian, but I just flashed back to Uncle Joey on Saturday going, do you know what Italians are about? We can't dunk. We have no war heroes, but we'll sneak up behind you and stab you in the neck. I feel like it's the same with the Polish people. No war heroes. We can't dunk a basketball, but hey, we'll fuck you up. I promise. Oh, there you go. There you have it. I don't know. I just wanted to give my 2 cents. I thought it would be funny because everybody else, man, is just like, oh my gosh, it's the worst. Bro, watching the following games on Big Ten Network last night, it was just like literally a terrorist attack happened during this game, and it was just like the words they were using, bro. It's like, dog, you don't use these words on a day-to-day basis. Shut the fuck up. Come on.
Because again, we need to emphasize we don't want there to be brawls, but we're exactly the way you just finished it. You're acting like the world is crumbling down. If Juwan Howard loses his job, it's not going to be because of this. It's because he's putting out disappointing basketball teams.
Was this because I can see Stephen A. now? Was this exact reason why he was? Get me out of here. Okay, a couple people need to be shouted at. College basketball and college softball athletes. College basketball, dude, if you didn't see it over the weekend, I know you did. You were watching it yesterday. Rutgers Purdue. Jaden Ivey.
Dude. I had like a 4-hour drive yesterday.
Oh, Jaden Ivey with the slam jam thank you ma'am of the fucking season so far. I mean, put 3 Rutgers defenders on a poster. Disgusting. You missed it. It's on the TTL page. Go check it out. College softball. Sierra, I hope I'm saying that right. Sierra, I don't know. She liked the post, so shout out Sierra. Nice. She liked the fucking post.
Let's go.
LSU center fielder Sierra Briggs. Catch of the fucking season, my friends. It's on the TTL page as well. Looked like it was a pimp shot. It was a home run. It was gone. But they got the short fences in softball. OCB just takes off, and I'm talking about throws the glove back and full somersault over the fucking fence and makes the catch. Dude. Absolute electricity. Saw it this morning on SportsCenter. I said, no way, that's not going on the TTL page. Shout out Sierra Briggs or Sierra Briggs. I hope I'm saying that right.
I think you are. Dude, any catch baseball, softball where the outfielder's falling over the fence and lands on the other side, it's like, yeah, motherfucker, you caught that shit.
So sick.
Sign me the hell up, dude.
So sick.
I mean, I don't know when I said it, but and throw softball in the ring. I think we got to put some eyes here on college baseball and softball just in general, but especially right now without MLB, man. I'm itching. I'm itching for it.
So am I. College baseball. There was another play like that. I got to find it. He robbed a home run. It was pretty sick. It was a left fielder. I got to find it. I got to remember who the teams were, but I got to fill that void too, dude. So if we're filling it with a little bit of college action, I mean, shit, if I can start capping college baseball like I do college basketball, I'm all about it, dude. Or even college football too. I mean, hey,
you'd be the mid-major college baseball guy over there.
Be the mid-major king all across the board. Why the hell not? Hey, fuck it. It's not relegated just to basketball. Why not? Let's keep it moving. Well, there you go. There you have it, my friends. That's all I got. Oh shit. I kept teasing this that I was going to do this, and I got to actually do it.
Oh, UFC stuff?
Yeah, the UFC thing. So, just shout out to this, man. This was my face after watching this fight this past weekend. Shout out to the absolute legend that is Jamal Sweet Dreams Hill. I'm talking about, this is what I look like after I saw that knockout. I literally, my mom, tweet at my mom on Twitter. She will confirm that is what my face looked like for about 30 seconds. I could not unstick it. Absolutely insane for that man. That's all I want to do because it was pretty fucking sick to be able to do that. But Sweet Dreams put Johnny Walker to sleep. I'm talking about.
I didn't see any of it.
Oh, dude, you got to go back. It's on the TTL page. You got to go to the TTL page. You got to go back and watch it. I'm talking about he caught Johnny Walker right to the temple with a hook, a glancing hook.
I'm sure my face will do the same if I'm seeing it for the first time here.
That put his lights out, and I'm talking about his legs went stiff, and he looked like he was falling off a roof, but on a flat surface. He literally looked like he was falling off of a roof and fell into the cage. It was some of the craziest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Absolute electric factory of a main event. Stop shit-talking Jamal Hill. You guys need to get your ears to the street on Jamal Hill. He didn't really call anybody out, but he's going to be the next big thing coming around the bend. I can tell you that for sure. Let's see. Oh, our guy Phil. Yeah. Insane. It looked like he was falling off the roof, huh? Looked like he's just falling off a roof. It's absolutely insane. Craziest knockout I've ever seen. Hey. Yeah, fucking crazy, dude. Fucking crazy. Right. Shout out our guy, Phil Dunaway. Shout out Phil, let's go. He's just talking about seeing if we heard anything baseball negotiations or anything. We haven't really talked about that yet. We've got to keep an ear to the street, but it's just been absolutely nothing whatsoever. I don't know. Anything you got updates wise, dude?
I don't think so, man. From my side of things, for the most part, I am following along with Jeff Passan, along with, I think, just about every other baseball fan that isn't tapped in any further than he is. You know what I mean? And they've postponed spring training games through March 5th, so that's obviously a tough sign. I don't know. I don't remember what the timeline was, but there was a certain date where they're going to start meeting every single day until they get it figured out, I do believe. But
oh, boy.
I want to say that was this week, if not next week, but I think it might be today, but I could be wrong. Jeff Passan hasn't really been tweeting about it the last couple of days. Looks like he took a couple of days off, I think. So, yeah, it's about as up in the air as anything right now, man. I am, like I said, I'm itching for it. I think the fan outcry right now might be enough to get fire lit under their asses, because other than that, it seems like that's been the issue, is that no one seems to have any type of fire under their ass. So I don't know, man. I've been following along with Jet over there, so I'm going to continue doing that. Hopefully we can bring something this week, man.
For sure. Yeah, I got nothing else to add on top of that. I have no idea what the hell is going on over there. So still in the contract negotiations, so hopefully sooner rather than later that shit gets figured out. But we'll try and keep you guys updated as shit rolls along here into this week and what should have been opening day for spring training at the end of the week, the 26th. So it is what it is. Partner, anything else late breaking I missed? Anything in between I need to mention before I get us out of here with some motivation minutes?
I don't think so. We had All-Star Weekend over the weekend. It sounded like dunk contest was pretty damn underwhelming. I saw bits and pieces of it.
Terrible.
3-point contest. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns plus 1,200 showing up and taking the whole damn thing.
I took CJ McCollum. I took a CJ McCollum Obi Toppin parlay. And really? It was between Cat and CJ, and I was like, it's just the two. It's going to be one of the underdogs that nobody's expecting whatsoever. Yeah. And CJ got on ESPN pre, and he was like, if I was you, I'd be putting $100 on me, and he was plus 850, and I'm like, look,
Damn.
that's the fucking dog. That's what
Yeah.
it's going to be.
Yeah.
And, it was like plus 15,000. Like, it was fucking ridiculous when
I
I
bet.
put it together. I was just like, pfft. But Obi obviously won it. But yeah, it was
Right.
pretty underwhelming, dude. It wasn't good at all.
My boys, I mean, I threw money, a couple bucks on my boys, Freddie and Zach Levine. They obviously didn't have their best showing either. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I was resting up to get ready for the week after a long weekend, but apparently the All-Star game was pretty electric, man. As far as like the
163,
way it finished,
160. Yeah, I mean, it was bananas. And then Steph's putting up a career high 50, 16 threes, or not a career, All-Star game high.
13 threes.
16 threes. It was 16 threes.
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh.
16 threes. It was absolutely electric, dude. Absolutely electric. So there you go. There you have it. Partner Pal was off the map over the weekend. We'll get him back into the world here sooner rather than later, folks. Don't you worry.
Middle of nowhere is an understatement, dude.
Okay. Well, there you go. There you have it. Welcome. We'll have to take you to my neck of the woods. That's pretty much probably what you saw. But there you go. There you have it. Second half of the show. Let's wrap things up and get on out of here for the day. Last segment of the day. My Motivation Minutes. All right, my friends. First John Wooden quote of the week. You know the drill. Mondays are the first. Fridays are the second. This one's short and straight to the point, and I can't believe I hadn't gone to this one before because this is one of my favorite ones because, I don't know, I get looked at like I have a third eye a lot because this exact reason here, and you know what? Fuck them at the end of the day, to be honest with you. So the quote, my friends, and if you find yourself in this too, if you're somebody who likes to get ahead of the 8-ball, for lack of a better term, the legendary John Wooden once said, "Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail." Simple point blank period. That and "be quick but don't hurry" were the first two John Wooden quotes I ever heard that really just drew me into learning about his Woodenisms and the guy he was and everything all encompassing. And I say it all the time, man, and I said I get looked at like I have a third eye for this. And no, this is not from Remember the Titans, for crying out loud, but you're on time if you're 15 minutes early. You're late if you're on time. That's how I live my life, point blank period. And, you know, not calling anybody out or anything. Everybody's life's different, whatever. But it just astonishes me how many people will show up a last minute in this industry. Like, literally 30 seconds to showtime. And, hey, here we are popping in. Here we go. Showtime. Everything's good. Like, I do not understand it. And I watch so many people who just live by the seat of their pants. And I'm not saying get all bent, because what do I preach? Not getting all bent out of shape and spinning yourselves in circles about thinking of this, that, and the third and the other, and focus on the future gifts, and why am I not there, and all these shit. That's all you know. Now, that's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is that you got to have a plan. You got to at least have a little something. We all know a person aiming at nothing is sure to hit it. Like, you got to have at least a goal, a dream, a vision. Like, you don't have to have anything to hang out with me, but you got to be trying to attain something to be around me, like, point blank period. And if you just simply, like, failure's okay. I talk about that all the time too. Failure is fine, man. Like, and at the end of the day, there is no failure. Like, as long as you get up and keep going, there is no failure. But the failure in this sense, like, if you point blank period, like, know there is something that you can mitigate, a risk you can mitigate, a path that you can go, like, a ball that you can get rolling that would probably be better served a box checked now rather than 5 weeks down the road, whatever the fuck might that be. If it's better in this, and then something goes wrong down the road and you find yourself bitching about that and you didn't prepare, you have no leg to stand on. Point blank period. But if you crossed every T, dotted every I, circled every O, X'd every son of a bitch in box there was to do, period, then you can, shit, damn. But here's the beautiful thing. If in that situation you fail, you probably won't be, fucking this is bullshit, motherfucker. You want to figure out the next thing. What? Oh, shit, what didn't I check off? Okay, I checked off this, and this, and bang. Oh, fuck, we can pivot into this. You want to move on to the next thing. You'll be a positive human being. You see how much getting the inside right allows the outside to literally be a butterfly effect and fall into place? I can't put it any more clear than that, my friends. And it starts with the baseline simple things every day. And I know it's crazy. I know it takes discipline. I know it takes commitment, but I do it. So I wouldn't tell you to do something that would harm you or hurt you or takes more than humanly possible. But I get up every single morning and I spend an hour in prayer, reading, meditation, thought, and it is the first thing. It prepares me for the day. And if I fail to prepare for that day, I fail at the day. I can promise you, because I do not get in the mindset of I am running this day and then I allow the day to run me. So I'm telling you, my friends, it's baseline at the beginning of your day will send waves of just change and movement in areas of your life that you didn't even imagine. So I digress. I could go down another 10 rabbit holes on this, but just start preparing. Stop waiting to the last second, and when things go wrong, saying, "Oh, what the fuck? Oh, man, nothing ever goes right for me." Did you take time to prepare for it? Did you cross every box? Did you write that business plan before you just quit your fucking job and just started to do something and, "Oh, that was your fault"? I don't know. I can't answer those questions, but you can. And I will tell you right here, right now, my friends, per the legendary John Wooden, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. And that does it for my motivation minutes of the day.
I love it, my man. I absolutely love it. Because, yeah, I mean, everyone has a different application to it, whether that's your career or this giant grand scheme of what you want for the next 5 to 10 years, or just planning out the next 2-3 days, man. I mean, I talking about this past weekend, I got to Wednesday and realized, like, wait a second, like, leaving Friday. I've got shows all day Friday before I'm leaving. Thursday, I've committed to babysitting my nephews, and I'm like, wait, it's Wednesday. This seems crazy, but, like, if I don't pack today, I'm screwed. I'm going to be running all over, and it sounds like very
100%.
minute, and I'm just like, well, all right, just gotta pack today.
Little things, dude.
Rock, so.
Little things, because of how much could that have fucked your Friday if you wouldn't choose to make that simple, disciplined choice?
Right, and it was more so like if I like alleviated any wheel spinning. Like, do I think I could have figured it all out? I do, but it would have been a frantic Friday afternoon, like flying around, and then exactly. So
you might not have failed, but it has sure felt like it, and you'd have been real pissed off and been all over the map and anxious as fuck, as everybody always seems to get. Bingo.
Gotta calm myself down for exactly. Dude.
Bingo. There you go. There you have it, my friends. Real world application as your boy gives out shit that, hey, I'm not a genius. I'm not a Schwarmy. I'm not a shaman. I ain't none of this shit. I don't know shit about fuck at the end of the day, to tell you the truth. But what I do know is a few things that help me survive this thing called life. So I'll keep sharing them in my motivation minutes, and hope you keep stopping by. So there you go. There you have it. Final segment of the day. All right. That seems like episode number 228 of the TTL Pod. If you ask me, partner, I ask you one final time, your side of the screen, your box, any late breaking news, anything we need to check off of our list here today before we get on up and get on out?
No, sir. Unless I'm mistaken, I believe not anything major here, but Gonzaga just it says new number one, but they were number one last week too. Gonzaga's number one. I thought it said we have a new unanimous number one. Oh, it's new unanimous. They were not unanimous. That's the issue here. My bad. So yeah, nothing major I should have said.
Number one.
So Arizona, or I think Auburn was getting a few votes as number one team last week, but now they obviously lost to Florida, and now Gonzaga is 100% unanimous number one.
Hey, how about that? A mid-major team being number one. Let's go. Shout out, mid-major king, mid-major. Yes, Gonzaga is a mid-major team. You will not get me off of that. Point blank period. Shout out, mid-major team. All right, Gonzaga, let's go. All right, hey, shout out for the late breaking, my man. I was kind of anticipating that with the old Auburn melt there. They won, but didn't end up covering the bad boys. So, or did they lose? No, they won.
They lost by one.
Oh,
no,
that's right.
They
ended up losing it. Yeah, it was a full melt. That's right. Yeah, it was absolutely bananas. Holy shit. Yeah, because I had them. There you go. There you have it. One of them. That's the way the cookie crumbles, San Diego. Okay. Sure seems like an episode of the TTL Pod to me, but one final proverbial box to check. Hey, see here, keep coming back. Always full circle here at the TTL Pod, if you will. Ladies and gentlemen, degenerates and gamblers, far and wide. From myself and Mags. Thank you so much for stopping by episode number 228 of the TTL Pod, and every episode you decide to, for that matter, or any of our content that you take the time out of your day to enjoy. We appreciate that at the core of it all. For you sharing your time and your energy with us, it's more than we could ever ask. But in addition, your likes, your views, your shares, your comments, your retweets, everything in between that you do on social media for us. We see you, and it is more than we could ever ask. It's almost more than I can put into words. We thank you guys so much from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for the support. Big announcements, big things coming from the TTL crew, so stay tuned, stay locked in. Can't wait to share all that with you TTL faithful out there. Anybody else just stumbling upon us. But hey, once again, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We hope you have a spectacular rest of your Monday, unless you have any other plans. Make sure you get all of today's best bets hammered in from me and the legendary Riley RMags Magnuson, because we got some hockey plays dropping very, very soon. But without further ado, my friends, as per usual, let's cash some tickets. That's not the right button. This one is.